Welcome back to Louisianimal Gaming. Today we're going to dive into a playbook that is in the running for the best playbook in the game, and people are not going to use it because they see UAB, and UAB is not a football school. But I'm telling you, give it a chance. Watch the video here. We're going to dissect what makes this playbook one of the toughest ones in the game, if not the best playbook in the game. Sneaky good formation, elite spacing, a lot of user-friendly stuff. There's not a lot of adjustments that need to be made, and they have top-tier formation. So I'm going to break this all down, show you guys how to scheme up, which formations you should be in, and this is going to help you win a lot of games, and it's going to be one of the better playbooks all year long. Here, as we take a look at this UAB playbook, I'm going to show you the formations really quickly just to show you what makes this playbook so good, and it's loaded. So here, let's gonna get into it. First formation we're gonna take a look at is the tight Y off. Go take a look here at jet halfback trap here, and again, this is gonna tie into the other motions. And if you are able to mix these in, it's gonna open up big for the runs. Maybe you want to do the passing plays from the jet to start, and then you transition over to the runs. It's going to make it very, very good. And then also it depends on the defensive front, to which I like basing my runs off of. So traps are one of the better shotgun runs. If I see four-man fronts, usually I like the trap as we get blown up there. I'll show you, I don't like the success as much versus 3, but again, this run has super big play potential. And now you have the jet PA flood. And again, the great thing is a lot of these plays, you don't even need to make adjustments for them to be so good. And again, it looks a little tight because the defense gets pressure there. We'll see if that's a consistent thing. But we had our drag. Always take your underneath routes. Yeah, it looks like they're just blitzing. And again, we don't have a very good route running tight end. I'm showing you how A and B get open, then X can be open on the check down to the right, and you have the running back underneath on the left. So again, for all these jet plays to bring efficiency, mix them up. Here's the other thing. We have 2 RPO peak slant bubble and RPO alert bubble. Now, the reason why I love RPO alert bubble or any other RPO in the game that has is the speed out routes from these receivers that are lined up closer to the line of scrimmage. But if you see the outside corner is not lined up outside of the receiver and within that 3 to 5 yard limit, B's going to be open every time. We'll snap throw him. If not, right here, my pre-snap reads that I don't think it's going to be covered. I'm going to peek at it. And if not, I'm just going to hand it off to the running back. There's numbers over here to the left with the bubble. And you see he actually beats the guy. And that is the one thing. It can beat cover 2 and it can beat man coverage. More often than not, there's really good animations out there. So, but you see that the corner's not playing down. So this snap throw is going to be there. Now it's just, does your quarterback give you a good pass lead? And then here is the bubble on the other side, how that can be effective. And the efficiency on the RPOs actually is going to be how much you mix up the run. If you only pass out of it, the defense without these or making any adjustments is typically going to play a little bit better. And then, of course, you do have the run if you feel like the numbers to the left and the corner on the right are doing a good job on defense. So, bubble, PA, jailbreak screen. I love this PA play. Again, backside slant here. But this PA sucks down, and unless a user pass commits or just goes over there and takes it himself, this PA screen is very, very consistent. It's just really about how often your blocks can hold their blocks. So, again, last one. Then you have, again, backside slant. Again, nice little quick thing. And the reason why the slant is good, obviously against man, is most users will come down and they're going to try and take away other things. We don't really run the slant like this from this position on any other play. So it should allow it to be open. Now we're going to take a look at what is my favorite play in here, the tight end corner. Again, we talked about speed out routes. It's here. Throw it. Again, it's right there. And the great thing about this formation is I can hot route the speed out route every single time if I wanted to. So now moving our eyes left to right here, I have this return route. If nobody crashes down, I can throw him on his outside break. If they try to play outside like this, boom, we have waiting for him to cut back inside for the play. Then, of course, you have this Texas route, which is going to get underneath certain zones and absolutely cook man coverage. And then the last thing is, again, if it's more so man, Y will possibly have a chance to win. As you see right here, well, great job. You saw he was wide open. He just dropped a catch. And then A can kind of do the same thing. But again, this depends more on your route running of your tight end. If you want to put him on a sharper cutting corner, you can do that. If you leave him on his default one, I find that there's pockets in the zone to hit him over the middle. But right there, they played man coverage. I'm going to just show you real quick. He may not get open here, but I just want to show you that the effectiveness of the cut, he kind of got bumped. But you see, there's just a lot more separation, and he gets out there a lot cleaner. Next, we're going to take a look here at Y off trips. Motion stick, what is nice about this play, again, same look as the previous play, but we're going to watch A here on his option route. If it's man, he runs the out route. If it's zone, he sits down in the nice little gap. So he's always going to make the correct read. You still have the out route too. But let's take a look at how the speed out route will get implemented here. Boom. And you see that'll be open for a quick throw. And of course, this game will reward broken tackle. So take the yards, whatever they're going to give you. Here, this is some kind of, it's a zone, unless it's a man they're disguising it. But they don't have enough people lined up over this guy. So we're going to take our quick read to the tight end. And again, motion stick, super, super good play. Great on short yardage situations. Great on people that like to run a lot of zone, or if they're disguising their man and they're not lined up right over all the players. Motion screen. Again, this is nice. Again, it's just a mix-up of the other motion plays, and you're going to see here how that gets good yardage as well. So mix these up to complement each other. Also, what makes this formation tougher to guard is you had this RPO glance post. We have that in here. You have PA double post. You have an RPO bubble on the other side. And you saw here is the RPO glance post, I believe it's called. If you want to, you can extend this down, make it a little bit quicker so you actually give yourself a read. Otherwise, that post, it takes too long for you to be able to pull it back to your quarterback's hands. And here I tapped A actually and kept it with the quarterback, and obviously got some yards with them. That's something else you can do. That's actually pretty scary. Normally I never do that. But here, boom, and then of course you got the bubble. If you see that people are not playing down and that slot corner's falling back, that bubble's going to be wide open. Let's go take a look here. PA double post is extremely good play. Then the RPO read Y flat. And again, that's, you need to have an RPO read Y flat in your playbook. That's just what it is here. And here, boom. Again, it's just all about reading. If you see that there's nobody lined up outside wide, so right here, right, is two blockers. The R icon's over that D end. So now the P icon is going to be the one that would cover the tight end. So I know the tight end's going to be wide open because there's nobody close enough to the line of scrimmage to stop him. If you see something like, not so much this one. This one actually could be dangerous. We got to watch how that outside guy plays. They both come in still open. But what you got to be careful about is the read icon, we're not going to get any looks for it, so we won't keep running it. But you see the read icon now is this guy over the slot receiver. He's automatically going to play down, so he can't cover the flats. So it's going to be that P icon, and we're hoping that RB will block him if we need him to. No need. They all kind of commit in, and we just take our flats for easy yards. Real quick, we're going to go into Y off trips week. The reason why I wanted to come in here real quick is for the high-low dig. Again, one of the better default plays in NCAA here. And what you do is you just put your outside guy here on a out route, and that's really all you need to do. And we're going to have our three routes we're going to be going right to left. Then you have your corner and your flat from the running back on the left. So, again, all about numbers. Here, the reason why I like the numbers is this looks like maybe man blitz, but it probably could be zone. So I'm always going to look at RB. Boom, he gets the leverage. We get the nice little illegal screen from our tight end, and it's going to be huge yards. Now, if they play 3 deep, again, you'd probably have this out route. No need to do it, though. We'll just take this zig. RB route is a deeper zig route. You can't hot route this zig in the game. You have B here on the speed out. I'm sorry, just a regular out route. A on the seam. And again, if they don't play outside, if they cover one, see if we can get one more look here at this. I wanted to show that tight end getting open, but they may not be giving it to us. No, they don't. We'll take it with our quarterback. Again, no need to force anything there. I know I want to show you guys where it gets open. All right, we're going to go into trips halfback weak real quick. Again, another formation you can scheme out of. It gives you an off tackle run, RPO alert bubble. You have a QB blast and a halfback direct, inside zone, read option. So you have every kind of run here minus a counter to use in this playbook. I'm sorry, in this formation. Again, all go one of the more simpler plays to hot route. Double comebacks is very simple. You again only need one hot route. Wide receiver mid screen, corner strike, deep flood. But we're going to go into the halfback angle screen. Again, this last year was by far the best screen pass in the game. And then this year, I would say it's probably the best halfback screen in the game only. There's some really good wide receiver screens out there as well. So again, here is the great thing about this screen is you can wait for him to cut back inside, or you can throw it to him quick like this. If somebody tries to play underneath and wait for you to come back. So let's run this a few times to show you the consistency of the play. And you see every single time we're getting huge yards. But you see here they run a man blitz. Very simple, huge play. We ran it 5 or 6 times, and it's very easy play, and it's probably the best one to get you yards. So again, mix this up, but complement it with the other plays in this formation. All right, for all the people that run gate, all of these plays are going to have very similar concepts, so we don't need to go over all of them. I'm going to pick the best play, what I think is sprint smash. And again, you have 2 offensive linemen out to the left, and that should create numbers. If you anytime see the numbers, a lot of times it is going to be thrown back to the left there. I forgot I picked the sprint out, so I couldn't throw it. But if you see the numbers over there, throw it. Deanne made a great play there. But it really allows you to identify easier what part of the field you want to attack. If they have the numbers over there, boom, let's say they covered it. And then now we have this beautiful crosser coming over. And there, man, I could have hit the comeback route as well. Here, they're in 3 deep. Let's just throw it away. And then, like I said, run this again. You see the numbers over there like that? And you see all their guys are going to shoot to play that screen pass on the end here. So, again, I'm going to look at it. They do it. They're running over there. This time we let him run into the blocks. And there's this big play potential on this side every single time. And that's really going to depend on how the defense sets up their user settings. But you see, we're not going to keep throwing that pass over there or keep trying to look for. But, you know, you have your check down route here. You have this little flat route. And then the last one I want to take a look at here is the comeback route. They're going to run this man blitz. That's fine. We'll attack the superstar corner. Terrible throw, terrible catch animation. Let's finish it one more time on a decent note. There we go. Final formation we're going to take a look at here is the trips tight end. And let's just start with the best play, curl flat. And again, you don't need any adjustments on this. You can run this absolutely stock. You have a corner route from the tight end. Again, if you don't like this one, he's not a great route runner, put him on this one. You have your post over the middle. You have this Texas route from your running back that's going to get wide open. Here, boom. And then this is where this post is going to come into play. I like possession catching that over there just because that deep safety is usually always going to play down. So you want to be able to click on and make a play on it. Or just be safe so you don't get the dropped animation. So, again, Texas route, you have the post we haven't gotten a situation where we can really throw this tight end curl. But then you have this curl flat concept on the left, and curls are extremely good. This is definitely a higher user read, but very much like comebacks at the top of the route. You see that this Texas route is extremely hard to guard, and if you really want to make this play a little bit more deadly, what I like about it is just drag the tight end. He gets across the formation so quick into a spot that is difficult. But yeah, it's going to make it extremely difficult to cover the tight end when you have this back Texas route and post over the middle. So this play is going to put defenses in a bind. Next play we're going to go to is the drive post. Again, another stock play that you can do. What I like doing is I'll either put Y on a zig or just put him on a flat route. I guess we'll put him on a speed out. And the reason why is against certain zones, if all three zones are coming from left to right, the defense is just going to be stuck in the middle versus this guy. If they run man, the speed out's going to be open there. But against zone, which they were, is if you put this guy out, it's going to keep whoever the flat defender is outside because it's the only flat route, which will open up this play right here. This route right here, the underneath speed in. And then, of course, you have your other routes here with B and A. If you had a good route running receiver, B wins right there over the middle. And then if you want to add something else, just add RB here on a flat. Take your check down routes. It's just something to mix up in there and keep the defense honest so they're guarding every area of the field. Again, you have your RPO alert bubble. Great play to mix up. You have a speed option, read option, tight end middle screen. You got your draws. Draws are actually very underrated in this game. Double in sale is very similar to the play we just ran. In the sense you have two routes coming over to left to right. And then I like PA counter go as my PA play. One of two things. I will drag A and flat route B. Flat route RB. So you'll see something like this. Again, tight ends are extremely difficult to guard on their drags underneath out of trips tight end. Taking a look at it here. Here's this post, or actually this is the deep crosser. So this will get over in certain areas, especially in their zone. But again, take your tight end. We actually had the slot receiver on the left. He was going to win as well. Just show it. Boom. And again, you see really how he's going to get outside. He's actually going to get... the good thing is when it's in route combination with this tight end, he's actually going to be open against different zones that are playing hard flats. They're going to have to play a deeper curl flat, seam flat to stop this route. Or if they're going to play cover two, their outside corners are going to have to be kind of playing in zone drops. So PA counter go, that is our trips tight end. That's going to wrap up our UAB playbook, and I told y'all this playbook is a sleeper that is really going to be one of the better playbooks for the longevity of NCAA 26. If you feel like, guys, this breakdown helped you out, do me a favor, smash the like button, drop a comment with your favorite underrated playbook and formation in the game. Sub to the channel so you guys don't miss the next scheme. We're going over the Arizona Wildcats playbook. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Louisianimal out.